Hello, Internet. I have a few things that I want to get off my chest today, so I'm not going to do any pre-rambling. I'm just going to get right into it. First and foremost, here to warn you, I am going to bombard you with multiple sets of pull-ups. No, correction. Multiple sets of imperfect pull-ups. These pull-ups are not 100% perfection. You do not need to run into the comments and tell me I'm using my arms and not my back and give me all this advice that I don't need. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm not trying to be Miss Olympia. I'm not about to compete, and this is like do or die. This is just me doing pull-ups. I try to get better all the time. I try to watch videos. I try to educate myself. I'm doing the best that I can. I do not think that I am not using my back in any way, shape, or form. In fact, that I think my pull-ups, I can contribute to most of my back development. Yes, they could be better. Yes, maybe it would then slightly improve my back development, whatever. I'm doing the best I can. I'm happy with them. Worry about your own freaking pull-ups and leave me alone, okay? That's just first and foremost. I want to say that. That seems to happen all the time. You're using your arms and not your back. Actually, I'm probably using both. Okay? I'm using both. Yes, it could be a little bit more back. Whatever. You get the point. I'm done with that. I'm going to just keep doing them how I'm doing them. And goodness, every so often, change how I'm doing them because I've watched a new video that has enlightened me or whatever. I am always striving to get better. I don't need you to jump in the the comments to tell me that they're not perfect. I know they're not perfect. Nothing I do is 100% perfect. I just want to get that out there. I'm aware of that, and I try to learn the best I can. I don't need to learn from random people in the comment section. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of my chest here, there's a few more things I like to get into. And it's going to be very similar to this kind of ranty style, so if you're already sick of it, you may want to stop watching or whatever. Okay. I read a comment this morning. It was something along the lines of, I would never let my wife film for another man's pleasure in our home. What a simp he must be. He. Who's he? I don't know who he is. They're assuming I am married. I am not. But that's the general, theme of some comments that I've been getting, like super misogynistic sorts of things. Like, why are you doing this? Do you have children? Was a comment that I had yesterday. A lot of you know I do have a son. But it's like, y'all are treating me like I'm making some kind of crazy ass OnlyFans videos, hoping that there's a bunch of people out there pleasuring themselves to my videos and that's the intention of why I'm making videos. It's like they hate me because they think that I'm so far from the values that they hold dear, and they want to make sure that they put me down and that they teach me to do better. And then I'm some sort of disgusting woman that is shaming my family or shaming the world today because I am not just at home barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen or whatever it may be. Okay, why is it that, this is a question that I ask, why is it that when Dana Lynn Bailey makes a video in a sports bra and short shorts, hers is about fitness, and when I make a video in leggings and a sports bra, mine is about sex? Why is that? Why? It's not like I'm oozing all this like crazy la 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 sex. I want everybody to know, like, I am the most awkward, insecure, weird ass, non-sexual person that you may ever meet if you had ever met me, okay? Or if you ever in the future meet me. Not that any of you will, whatever. But that's just, you understand the point that I'm trying to make. I'm so awkward. I am not this type of girl that is walking around trying to have all these guys drooling over her, or like I am thrown in the mix trying to like salvage whatever, sex appeal that I have in my old fucking age of 39 here. And then I'm trying to compete with these young, I'm not competing for the attention of men. I'm not competing with young women trying to stick my face in there, and like reclaim my youth or anything like that. I don't think about that kind of thing. I'm the type of person that goes to Elvis impersonator concerts with her mom and then awkwardly talks to said Elvis impersonator after the concert about Back to the Future. And in doing so, I'm wearing the ugliest sweatpants known to man, and then I can't stop thinking about that conversation and how ugly those sweatpants were. And that basically sums up my personality and who I am. Not to mention the fact that the guys that I have been infatuated with are not guys that any other women want, and that is not necessarily to insult them, though I could because they weren't that nice to me, but they're not these like super hunk, like 6'6" wealthy muscle people and I'm trying to get them to want me, they're usually pretty, I don't know, autistic, awkward, emotionally damaged, scrawny or fat, definitely never tall, and definitely never rich. These are the guys that I've been typically infatuated with. Ain't nobody competing for them. And I'm not trying to, as I said, reclaim some kind of young sexual aura, whatever it may be. Again, I never think about that kind of thing. I Again, this is not something that the internet needs to know, but I'm on a bit of a rant, and I may or may not delete this, depending on how nasty the comments are, or whatever. I have sex maybe like once every 8 years, not with one, just once every 8 or so years. So to think that I am going on here trying to be all OnlyFans-ish, like some kind of like crappy version of pushing the boundaries, of YouTube, trying to, break into OnlyFans or anything. I don't think about that kind of thing because sex is not something that's ever really in my life, unfortunately. It could be because of how awkward I am. Of these things that I just mentioned, could be because of how awkward I am and the fact that I go after these completely emotionally unavailable people that are super autistic or weird or emotionally damaged and I'm trying to fix their alcoholism or whatever it is. Okay? This is just how my life has happened to be. And sure, it sort of sucks, but I'm not on here making these videos because I'm trying to sex up the world. And now I've probably said that word too much, and now YouTube is not going to show this to be whatever. Anyways, it's beside the point. And I got, on the note of, my son, I feel like these people think that I am bringing this massive amount of shame to my family and my son for making these dirty, dirty videos all the time. Like, my son is pretty cool. He's 19. He doesn't care that I do this. It's never bothered him. I mean, I don't hang out with him that much anymore because he's really living his own life. He works a lot, and I'm at work or whatever, and he's with friends. He loves his friends or whatever. So he's driving. He's living his life, and he's doing it really well. So we don't really hang out as much as we did when he was young, obviously. But when we do, it's great. I just took him out for dinner last week. And we talk about life and we catch up. And sometimes he takes me to Elk Island so that I can go nuts over the bison. And that's who I am. Again, that is who I am, along with the awkward talking to Elvis impersonator person. That's who I am. And occasionally he does ask how my YouTube channel is doing. If anything, he is proud of my YouTube channel. He actually told me a little while ago that his uncle from his dad's side of the family thought it might be cool to break into YouTube, and he proudly said that I do this and showed his uncle my channel, and he thinks it's cool. He asks how it's doing. He's not embarrassed that I do this. If at any point throughout his life he said, "Mom, please don't do this. This is so uncomfortable for me," like, I would have not done it. It's like, are you comparing me to like Britney Spears or something, where I'm dancing around in like a bikini with knives or something, and my son's son hates me because I do this and it's embarrassing and I still don't stop? Like, what am I doing that is so freaking awful? Like, I just sometimes feel like I'm losing my mind because, again, when I do the Dana Lynn Bailey comparison, and it's the same thing, there are so many dudes out there that are posting videos without shirts on so that they can show their muscles, telling you about fitness and workouts and hoping to inspire you. It's then just about fitness. But in my situation, these people are acting as if I am putting myself out here because it is about sex and not about fitness. So where does it draw the line? Are my clothes really that more disturbing than Dana Lynn Bailey's? Or what about Aaron Stern's? Because I've seen Aaron Stern wear some pretty skimpy short shorts and some skimpy sports bra. And again, hers is about fitness, and I adore her. I love her videos. I love what she teaches people. And a lot of it is showing movements and showing her muscles. And hers gets to be about fitness, but mine has to be about being skanky darn near OnlyFans that is just taking away from the values and contributing to the downfall of society, or whatever it is that these people think that I am doing that is so horrendously awful. I just can't. I never thought that people would think that I'm doing this with some kind of awful intention other than just sharing my fitness journey online, as well as just life ups and downs or realizations I have, or just things that I've thought about that maybe would help other people, either inspire other people or make other people feel less alone. And I don't know, I just had to gather my thoughts there. And it's, it's just, I don't know why all these comments came back, because for a few weeks I didn't have any of this crap and it was smooth sailing and I was happy, and then all of a sudden it's just, they've all come back. It's all the same theme. You're selling yourself online, and for what? I'm not, I don't really, do people actually think I make like a decent amount of money doing this kind of thing? No, it's like, it's supposed to be for connecting with other fitness people, like-minded individuals, people that are enthusiastic about lifting or home gyms, or talking about the equipment I get, or other random things like sharing my dog, or ups and downs, or the exciting new things that are happening in my life. Um, it's about trying to build some virtual connections with people. It's not about, please look at me and validate me and sexualize me, and then I'm going to earn money off that, because I hardly earn any money. It's like a video is doing well if it's earning me $2. I obviously do not do this for the money. And when it's going well, I enjoy it. I get excited to make my videos. But when it starts to turn into some weird shit like this, then I hate it. And I know somebody said, that means that you don't appreciate or don't care about any of the positive comments that you get, and you only focus on the negative. It's like, it doesn't mean that at all. I think it's great that there's other people out there that are, finding value in these workouts, or that it does help them in some way. That means more to me than I could ever explain. But it still doesn't stop those nasty comments from hurting me. I can't force the good comments to protect me from the bad ones. I can't mentally do that. It could be because I'm not strong enough. I don't know. At this point, and throughout the number of years I've been doing this, I'm not capable of doing that. And I'm sorry if that makes you feel like I'm not appreciating you, but I can't make it be any other way. I'm sorry. I can't. And so I just thought I need to get this out of my chest, because right now it's pretty darn toxic. And I hope that it swings back the other way, because I know that it's possible, given the fact that it's been a few weeks of nothing but good. It was almost a few super pervy things, but nothing really bad that I had to delete. It was mostly just positive. And now it's just, I don't know, reaching another kind of nasty or toxic group of people. But on that note, after this, I did add some random pictures of more of me in my natural habitat, I suppose. I hope you enjoy them. This is me meeting Elvis. He likes Back to the Future too. Not two, like as number two, all of them as well. There's Luna on a pathway that I made her in the backyard. There's me also showing how much I like Back to the Future. There's me also showing some other nerdy sides of me. And here's a picture of a bison I took at Elk Island with my son. Bye.